Hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. Today we're checking out the Allpowers solar generator 200 watt version with 60 watt solar panel. This is a sponsored review since Allpowers has sent me this package to test. However, as with all my reviews, I'm going to try to be very honest and upfront with what my thoughts are on it. So this shipped in two parts, so we're going to do a quick unboxing here. Side note, the solar panel here came UPS, and that came right on time, right to my office. Even though they said they missed me, they were able to get somebody else to sign for it. Had no trouble getting this delivered. This package, on the other hand, which I believe is the power bank, was shipped via FedEx. They just drove past, didn't deliver it, marked down that I wasn't there. I was sitting in my office all day waiting for these deliveries, and I've had kind of ongoing issues with FedEx, so I've been telling any companies that I deal with, don't use FedEx. Anyway, we're going to unbox these quick. So here we have the S200 portable power station. So here's what you get right out of the box. And this is actually a fairly decent box, a little carrying handle, so if you aren't going to throw the box away, you can keep it to store this or transport it. We have one 120 volt wall outlet or inverter outlet. We have a couple USB outlets, a little screen, Type-C charger, DC in jack to charge it with this. We've got some controls, and then wireless charging pad for your newfangled phones that use wireless charging. It's got all the specifications on the bottom here for outputs at various voltages. All right, let's see what's in here. So this whole thing here, this nice little briefcase type thing, is the solar panel. And that unfolds out into two sections. And then it's got this little pouch, which is kind of cool. It's foil lined. And this has all kinds of cool connectors. 12 volt connectors, DC barrel jacks. I believe this is our miniaturized solar charge controller. Got a whole bunch of adapters, everything from really small DC barrel jack all the way up to that weird square one that only Lenovo ThinkPads use. That was pretty cool of them to include that, because I actually have some ThinkPads kicking around. And then we've got a few of these carabiners, so you can strap this down to something like your tent or the hood of your car or wherever else you're using it. We're going to go in for a closer look at this little solar charge controller. This is kind of a cool little deal. It actually has its own little built-in USB outputs, so you can charge a phone directly from this. You don't even need the power bank. It's got this little barrel output, which I think goes to the power bank. A little parallel cable over here, so you can hook it up to another set of solar panels and get additional power. So I have to say the manuals for both of these units are pretty reasonable. There are a few funny translations, but for the most part it's very readable English, and it has some very interesting features that I didn't realize just from reading the description of the product. For example, the manual says you can recharge the power bank using both the Powerwall adapter and USB-C at the same time, and it will actually charge much faster if you're giving it power through both of those methods. That's kind of cool. The solar panels can also directly recharge a car battery. It might take a few hours depending on how much sunlight you have, but that's a really cool feature if you're out camping somewhere and end up with a dead car battery. The other place I could see this system being really useful is on my boat. Now, a lot of boats have what's called a house battery, a whole separate 12 volt battery to run things like lights and radio and things unrelated to the starter motor, because you want a separate battery to start your engine. Now, if you don't want the hassle of running a completely separate electrical system on your boat, you could just bring this thing along. If you're out for a day of fishing and not running the engine to recharge your batteries, you could just unfold the solar panel and use that, run your cell phone off of this, run a stereo, whatever else you need to do. So this looks like a really cool little package so far, and I actually can't wait to try it out. Coincidentally, I've got a trip out to a remote cabin this weekend, so I'm going to take this with me and see how we like it. I've gone ahead and plugged in the power bank to the included wall charger, and it's starting to charge. I'd like to try that USB-C dual charging thing that the manual mentioned, so I'm going to plug in a USB charger as well. Alright, and that jumped up to about 44 watts of charging, so it's definitely drawing power both from the wall adapter and the USB-C wall adapter. So we can charge this thing up almost twice as fast. That's really cool. I don't know if I've encountered a power bank that does that before. Now, before I forget, here's another cool feature of the solar panel. These things here are actually little legs that can fold down. You can actually prop up the solar panels on whatever surface is handy. and have it facing the sun. Usually you'd be doing this outside. These little cord loops are where you would attach those carabiners or something like a bungee cord or a rope, so you could hang it in a tree, you could sling it over a tent, you could attach it to the top of your car, whatever you want to do. Here we are at a cozy northern Minnesota cabin. It's actually a pretty big cabin, and it's on the electric grid, but it's still nice to have a portable battery bank around. If we had a snowstorm and the power went out, this would be a great backup device. Or if we go fishing or hiking, it's small enough to bring in a backpack or a large pocket. Another nice feature is the high current output via USB-C. I'm the kind of person who always loses the original charger for my gadgets, so I end up using generic USB wall adapters that only put out 1 or 2 amps. The Allpowers S200 gives me 3 amps with USB-C. I was able to fully charge 3 drone batteries and my phone in about an hour, and the S200 is still at 50% charge. When it comes to recharging, you might think solar is a bad choice in the winter. With a fixed solar panel, like those mounted on a roof, winter months will see less efficiency due to snow, clouds, lower sun angle, and shorter days. However, a small panel like this works just fine when the sun is shining. In fact, the cold temperature actually improves performance, much like cooling a computer or other electronics. Now, I should note that solar panels are most efficient when aimed directly at the sun. I put mine on a small round table, and then I just rotated the table slightly every 20 to 30 minutes. I consistently got between 40 to 50 watts of power flowing to the S200 battery bank. Another thing to consider is that solar panels are also very sensitive to any shadows, such as trees or buildings. In winter, when the sun angle is lower, you might have more nearby stuff blocking the light. Notice here where a few branches from a small tree shaded the panel, the input dropped down to 29 watts. When the sun moved past the tree, the input went back up to 46 watts. I started using the solar panel when the S200 was at 50% charge. So we went from 50% to 99% charged in an hour and a half on just solar in the winter. I think that's pretty good. The manual says this panel can recharge a car battery in 2 to 3 hours, and I would think that's accurate. Let's see how the Allpowers S200 does with an AC or wall outlet load. We've got my homemade cyber deck that I use for radio experiments here. You just have to hold down the AC on button for a few seconds until the cooling fan turns on and you get this little orange light. Now, I do have a 12-volt battery pack for the cyber deck, but it only lasts about an hour. The screen on the front of the S200 says it should last for almost 4 hours powering this device. That's a big improvement. So far, I'm very happy with the Allpowers S200 power station and solar panel kit. It has about half the capacity of another battery bank I tested, but it's less than half the weight and size. The S200 is very portable, very convenient, and it still has plenty of capacity to charge power-hungry gadgets like a drone. The multiple output options are great. You can charge a regular AC device from this thing, and the whole package is smaller than a lot of AC inverters. Plus, you have the USB and USB-C outputs. If I had a phone with wireless charging, the built-in charging pad would also be convenient. I also think it's really cool that it can be charged with multiple inputs simultaneously. Those bigger power banks are great for a car or a campsite, but this little one is perfect for backpacking or day trips. The solar panel could even be strapped to a backpack if you wanted, and it does a great job refilling the power station with only a few hours of direct sunlight. Now again, this is a sponsored review because they sent me this package to test out, but as with all my reviews, I try to be very fair. I look at any positives, any negatives, and honestly, I couldn't really find any negatives with this thing. The only slight annoyance I encountered was having to hold down that AC button for a few seconds to activate the AC output, but that's really nothing to worry about. I was very happy with the capacity, I was happy with the charging, I was happy with the outputs, I'm very happy with the size and weight, and overall I'd say this is a great little device. If you'd like to pick one of these up for yourself or look at any of the other product options that Allpowers offers, I'll put some links down in the description to their Amazon page and their website, and you can go see what they have. I hope this has been a useful review for everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.